Hello, fellas. Yeah, we're pretty much confident this. Wayne didn't do bad at all. No, guys say that these Wayne results didn't go badly in the first place. Like, I see everybody in the main card on point, everybody in the prelims on point. Nothing's changing, which is good. When nothing's changing, it's pretty good. And you've seen that victim crime pussy Mr. Clown is going to beat me up, is going to beat the shit out of me, saying that I'm horrible, that I suck, that he is the best in the world. Fine. If you're so good, Mr. Clown, come to my dojo and beat the shit out of me. Very simple. Very simple. So soon I'm going to release a video of me training. It's not still the best Still not the best thing I have in the first place, but I gotta say that this one is pretty nice fight card, and I'm looking forward to every second of it. I've been waiting for your predictions finally. Thanks, man. Alright, I'm going to say what I'm looking forward to. Now you're number one in this chat. Wow, that's great, man. Gotta say. Being number one, being my nice fella. Mm, Thanks. Thanks for the thanks for the support. Thanks a lot for the support. I'm looking forward to all kind of support. And generally, I'm looking forward to this fight card because this fight card is kind of different. You know, we got many strikers fighting on this card, which is unlike the other cards, very good. And finally, something European. No, finally a European time, and finally we're seeing UFC in Europe at normal time. Like every single time, I had to wake up in the middle of the night, but this time, at least I'll have a good night's sleep. And no, people are kind of saying that I'm wasting too much time with this. But I've got nothing else in my life, you know. What would I do? Got other jobs, but MMA has always been my passion, and it would have been pointless without this. Alright, let's start. Hamdi Abdul Wahab Mohamed Usman. Motor, thanks man. Going with Usman to win or fight starts round 3. Thanks man. Next one is the bout between Tagir Ulanbekov and Azat Maksum. Fight starts round 3 or Ulanbekov to win. Though you can risk with Maksum. I feel if you have a passion, think you should do it. Thanks, man. I'm really thinking if you wanna put a sprinkle on Maksum, I don't think you're gonna make a mistake. He is really heavy underdog. Alexeyeva Sigula, I've got Alexeyeva to win. Next is the one between Zheleznyakova and Mullins. Going with fight starts round 3 or Melissa to win. Not sure in Zheleznyakova. She is looking good, but not good enough for UFC. Like, maybe she can win this fight, but any more serious opponent, no. Ismail Nordiev, Junyoung Park, going with no distance or Nordiev to win. Next is the one between Seok-Hyun Ko and Oban Elliott. No distance or Ko to win. Listen, Oban Elliott is heavy favorite, but why? Just tell me why. Just tell me why he is such a heavy favorite. I really don't have an idea why. I really don't have an idea why. And let's see. Muhammad Naimov Bogdan Grad. Going with no distance or Naimov to win. Bogdan Grad is fighting with his heart. It is good and it is bad. We're going to see Nazim Sadikov, Nicolas Moto, Nazim to win, or fight starts round 3. My picks are weird, but they are good. If you're winning, you are good. Weird, okay, but good, that's okay. Tofik Musayev, Mikti Bekorolbay. Going with, I'd go with Miktibek to win or over 2.5. The almost 5 has a lot of experience. Naimo win by decision makes sense to me. Blades, Kuniev. I say Blades to win. Just think Blades is way better. Also, Kuniev got busted for PED abuse. Don't forget that. Fiziev, Bahamondes, going with fight starts round 3 or Ignacio to win. I would like to put a sprinkle on Fiziev, but getting back after that knee injury, too risky for me. Really risky. Hill versus round 3. Going with round 3 to win. Not because I'm a round 3 fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not round 3's fan at all. Not the greatest fan, but Hill is returning after Achilles tendon injury. When you hurt your Achilles tendon, you will never be the same. I had that injury, and I know you're pretty much different. Blades by whatever he wants. Get a lot of takedowns. He has insane cardio grit. I have to agree with you. My bets remain the same, you know. Just don't. I'm just having the same bets. I didn't change anything. Also, later today or tomorrow, I'm going to release a video of me training. And I hope Mr. Clown is going to hit me with the first slap or punch because if that doesn't happen, I don't think he's got great chances. But he can only trash, you know, he can only trash talk, he can only say that he will do this or that, he'll do nothing. Jamal Hill doesn't stand a chance. I already placed a bet on round 3. Hill is a top tier boxer, but especially after that injury, I don't see him winning. Listen, I'm not a Hill hater. No, people gonna say, why do you hate Hill? No, I don't. But imagine yourself hurting Achilles tendon. Round 3. I only have round 3 straight. No, round 3 ML. I just have round 3 to win. He was like, it was a very close odd. Let's say round 2. Round 2, I guess, but earlier is better. I guess earlier is better. Oh, doggies are returning to action tonight. Finally, their balls have grown. Doggies are finally growing balls. See what I did there? I got round 3. Yes, 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 yes. I know, I know, I know. Round 3, round 3. No, Bulgarian. See? I'm Bulgarian. Russians are my favorite people. I'm not. I'm Bulgarian. Thanks, man. I'm half Bulgarian, half Serbian, but I live in Serbia. Have you seen Jong Hyun Ko releasing an argument with an angry fan? It was so epic. I don't know whether you follow Jong Hyun Ko, but the one of the guys, that fan was pretty angry because Jong Hyun Ko is putting some stuff on his Twitter, and that fan got angry, and Jong Hyun Ko responded. It was funny. Mongolians second, my third favorite. Mongolians? Uh, I don't know any Mongolian, brother. There is that guy. I mean, I think Tumendem Berel is Mongolian. That guy with weird last name. He fought. I don't know whether he fought in UFC or there was another Mongolian Badgerel, I think. Not sure. Hmm. Not many Mongolians in the UFC. There were few of them though. Shavkat Oralbay. The fan had a valid reaction. Isn't Shavkat from Kazakhstan? Mongolians are rare from UFC. I think Shavkat is from Kazakhstan. Oralbay should be from Kyrgyzstan, I believe, or something like that. Yes, yes, Mongolians are rare. We don't have many Mongolians in the UFC. Oh, another doggy has just got angry. Believe it or not, another doggy has just gotten angry. No Bulgarians at the moment. We only had Blago Ivanov, but UFC didn't like him too much, which is something I can understand. Ivanov was, I mean, he is Bulgarian just like me, but he was a boring fighter, I ain't gonna lie. He was extremely boring fighter to watch. I understand why UFC released him, but again, I don't think it's a good choice though. I mean, we need different countries, maybe Slovenians. Croatians, we do have Croatians. We do have Croatians. Now Ante Delia has inked. We got Ivan Arslan. There are Croatian fighters, very decent. The way you just said that was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Huh. Who is your favorite UFC fighter of all time? I've got two of them, Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre. Got two of them, Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre. But if you're asking me who is like all time, I think I'm gonna go with Anderson Silva because he's southpaw. You don't think Hill has a chance? No, I don't. I think Hill is losing. No, I don't. I think Hill is going to lose, to be honest. I wonder why others so close. Same. Same. I think round 3 is winning. I'm actually confident. Hello, it round 3 looks jacked. Yes, he does. Against Platan, he nearly won. I mean, he was winning for the first two, then he got tired, and Platan bombed him nicely. No, probably because people cannot make up their minds. Oliver call on the Vitov, I can't believe the over is 6.5. Well, sometimes bookies give good chances, sometimes they give horrible chances, it depends. Thanks. All that muscle burned out quick. Hope Khalil wins same. They even have to think about it. Although Phil's study Rountree is just perfect. He was winning against El Platan in the first two rounds, but then he gassed out. His cardio sucks, that's his only problem, but aside of his cardio, the guy is brutal. Congrats on Usman. Thanks, MTG. Thanks. 3-2 or 4-1. Well, this week the only straight bet I have is round 3. I released my bets, so you can check them. Only got two. I'm confident in round 3, like 65%. Šta? A daj, bre, me zezaš. Here Muhammad Usman winning. No, 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 no. He congratulated on last week's Kamaru Usman. Do you have Discord, brother? I do. I do. Just I do. Hold on. Uh, let me find one. Hold on. I'm gonna share it here. Just 1 second. Just to find option how to share it. Ah, znam mate, can't believe I bet against this man. Ta, it is what it is. I'm sharing. No, I didn't against this man. Do you think Elliot will get the job done versus Ko? No, I don't actually. I think Ko can knock him out also. There you go, my Discord link. To listen to you next time. Thanks, man. I'm trying to help people. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. There you go, my Discord. That's the link if anybody wants to join. I'm not too active on Discord though, just to know. Sometimes I check, but you can all discuss. You can do whatever you want on Discord. Everything is pretty legal. No, I didn't. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't. When I have time for boxing, I only release 1 week earlier. When I have time. Sometimes I have time to watch, sometimes I don't. Depends. It depends on my time. I work 2 more jobs alongside YouTube. So one is a construction guy, and the secondary is a soccer referee. I do 2 more jobs. So it's sad, I know. Think the book got him pretty wrong tonight. I'm trying to not look at the odds. You know why? Because odds confuse me on many occasions. For example, Rountree versus Hill odds are very close. For me, it's insanity. So close odds are insanity. Plus 500. Then it's worth putting a sprinkle. I think that fight is pretty close, though. Plus 500 is a very, very high odd. When fighters are evenly matched and you have such a crazy odds, the other guy might or might not have an injury. There are many things to consider, just saying. Many, many things to consider. Juan Sanchez, I am. Yes, I know who is Juan Sanchez. Boxer versus puncher. Uh, Boxer versus one punch, I would say. But some guys are known for big one punch. Let's look at the history. Tommy Morrison, for example. Tommy Morrison has never been a good brawler, but he used to have that Tommy Morrison lead hook, and he knocked many people out via Tommy Morrison lead hook. But his partying and crazy days totally destroyed him. He was unable to handle the fame. However, or Van, that's a very, very difficult fight to call, but I'm gonna go with Van. Say over 2.5 or Van. Now you're gonna call me totally crazy, but I think his Van is on the uphill. Like he's climbing up the rankings. However, fought some of the toughest fellas. Think I'm going to add Rountree. Rountree heel odds are super close. Every time you're confident, you're right. I released my bets on Tuesday. I'm not, charging for them or you know what I played, so you will see whether I was right or wrong. Very simple. There's no hiding here. I say, listen, I play this, I play that. And I'm not like Angela from We Want Picks, like, just pay $10 to have premium membership and to lose money. Pay $10 to lose money. Why do you think odds are so close? Actually, I don't know. He used to be like championship material. He used to be a champ, then he hurt Achilles tendon. I know one thing. When you hurt your Achilles tendon, it's one of the worst injuries that can happen to a person. It happened to me. And I'll be honest, having that injury was the worst thing that has ever happened to me in the first place. I needed around 1 year to recover. Whole 1 year. I lost 1 year. Crazy, huh? It happens to anybody. I used to have many injuries throughout my life, but I hope I'm gonna make my professional debut this year. Just looking forward to it. Technically, I do have an opponent. Let's see just whether the organizer is going to accept the fight. But I hope he will. No, I hope he will. And hope days gone by. I think I'm gonna go with Davis, but I'd go with over. I don't know how much is going to be over in that fight. What is going to be the over limit? Yes, Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre. But Anderson Silva is like, if I must choose between the two of them, Anderson Silva because he's southpaw just like me, and George St. Pierre number two. But if there is no choice between guards, then the two of them are my favorite. Yeah, he was pretty much strange, totally strange. For that age, for that era, he was totally strange, unpredictable, tough, uncrackable, unfinishable. I think Fama should get the job done. You? I just don't know which round for a knockout or a stoppage or whatever. I think it's a mismatch, according to my opinion. According to my thoughts, I think it's a mismatch. Yeah, in later rounds, yeah. I mean, Austin taking a beating really well, but I think he could in later rounds. I think my bear agrees with me. Do you, Teddy? Hmm? Uh, like studying for YouTube maybe since 2020, since COVID pandemics. But I'm in the MMA community for like, I'm following UFC since 1993, so been a fan for a long time. I think my Teddy agrees. Hmm? Do you agree, Mr. Teddy? Boxing, my father used to watch boxing. I mean, I like boxing, not gonna lie. MMA is my favorite combat sports, but I like boxing too. Bare knuckle is nice. I'm telling you, MMA is my favorite sport. Boxing is like old school sport. When my father was young, there was only boxing. Like you didn't have many other martial arts. Nowadays, you have everything. You can literally have access to everything. You have internet. You can train whatever you want. Back at his era, you could have only trained boxing. My dad is 70. I didn't give him a name. I'm just saying Teddy. This is my Teddy. See? I didn't give him name, but I like this Teddy. Teddy is a good name. I don't know. I didn't give him a name yet. I think my Teddy agrees. Do you agree, Teddy? Hmm? Yo, Teddy, do you agree with me? I didn't have toys when I was a kid, so that's why I love toys generally. That's the only reason. I didn't have toys when I was a kid. We grew up in heavy inflation, under heavy sanctions. We didn't have much money. Growing up was difficult back in Yugoslavia in 90s. Growing up was extremely difficult. We didn't have money for basic stuff, and I didn't have toys when I was a kid, but that's why I love toys nowadays. I don't know. I was pretty shocked. I was confident Araneta was gonna win that fight. I was actually watching it, but I didn't go live for Araneta fight. I tuned in later. I didn't go live for Araneta because I was furious. I've seen him like after 2, 3 rounds. I've seen that was not him. I'm wondering the same. Uh, Tough one, but I would say Taze. You see my Teddy? Teddy? Wanna be with me, Mr. Teddy? It's a bit early for Juan. Could be. I have the same opinion. Might be live for 15 more minutes. Tomorrow I'm covering UFC Baku. Everything, but no, I've been working all day today. You won me so much money on Blizzard. That's amazing, man. I'm so glad if I help someone, I'm pretty much glad that I helped. I'm pretty much glad that I helped. I feel, no, like that inner feeling is inevitable when I help people. Thank you too for being a supporter. I'm trying as hard as I can. Was a weird line. That's why I'm staying away from watching lines. Sometimes lines are pretty much crazy. Sometimes they are realistic. For example, in this case, Rountree Hill line is close. Why? I don't know. Guess somebody knows to describe it, cause I don't. I don't know how to describe it. Tomorrow, I don't know the exact time. The UFC takes place in Baku, Azerbaijan, so I assume it's gonna be a bit earlier. Guess it's normal time for Europe, but Teddy is going to be with me. Are you going to be with me, Mr. Teddy? Hmm? No, that is funny. I didn't have kids. I didn't have toys when I was a kid. And at the age of 37, I love toys. What do you think the line should be? Rountree should be minus 300. At least minus 300. I'm saying at least that much. At least that much. Canelo. Though body's on the uphill, but Canelo. Canelo for me is the best ever Mexican boxer I've seen in my life. I've been a fan of many Mexican boxers, including, for example, Chavez Sr. was my favorite Mexican boxer, but I've never seen a guy from Mexico with so much talent. Like winning a title in Mexico is equal to winning a wrestling title in the former Soviet Union. Being a champ of Mexico is extremely difficult. Like Canelo, just don't know. Never seen such a dangerous Mexican boxer. It's really think Buddy's going to lose. I don't see a path in which he does. I think, unfortunately, yes. But Bud's shape is on the uphill. His shape is recovering, getting better. He is improving all the time. One more year, I believe Bud is going to win, but at this moment, I see Canelo. Also, Canelo's career slowly closing to an end. Well, let's say he's past his prime right now, slightly past his prime. One more year, and Bud should be able to overtake him. Mm, should be Haney. Guess it should be. Hitchens is not bad, but I think Haney is one of a kind, especially with his left strikes. Those left punches from hell are like never missing their mark. I think Haney should. Well, Haney should win. I mean, he should after Garcia. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let me ask you one question. In boxing, when you lose, how does it affect your morale? In MMA, it can affect your morale pretty badly, or it doesn't have to affect your morale at all. How is the situation in boxing? Didn't like the performance against Ramirez. Yeah, performance against Ramirez, he didn't look like himself. Depends on the fighter. I think he did a lot to Haney. Why? What was the reason behind it? Why do you think it had a big impact on Haney? I mean, I'm just curious. I'm training MMA. I'm a mixed martial artist. I'm not a boxer. I'm just being curious. They don't like losing. The young black fighters want to imitate Floyd. Ah, Floyd Mayweather. Why? Is he some kind of idea or icon or I didn't know that. But why? Why? He is like idea or I didn't know that. I mean, loss is a loss, right? Nobody's uncrackable. That's why they don't fight each other. Now it makes sense. I didn't know that. Listen, I'm like die-hard MMA fan, but in boxing, like many things I hear for the first time. For example, that they don't like losing imitating Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, Mayweather has like never been shaken in his whole life. To UFC, does it hurt? Depends. The morale depends. Depends on how you lose, depends on how much damage you take, depends on whether you were or weren't close to finishing the fight. Really much depends, but generally it hurts. For some people it hurts, for other people, loss gives them wings. Champion Big Ankalaev beats both Hill and Rountree. Ankalaev is the best right now. Loss depends. Somebody can take a loss easily, somebody can't. Didn't he just come off a loss, or was it Rountree? Rountree lost to El Poitin in a title fight uh, via round 4 knockout. And Hill, after that championship victory over Teixeira, Hill is constantly on downfall. Since he fucked his Achilles tendon up, he is constantly on downfall. My only worry about Rountree is the fact that he could guess out. Maidana shook up Mayweather. Yeah, I forgot that, Lolita. Sorry. Yeah, this is my second mom in the chat. I feel like you're my second mom, literally. The mom I never used to have. But second mom. No. In this virtual world, everything is possible. Like I used to have a second. Like I'm having a second mom. What is your worry about Roundtree? Cardio. He guesses out super quickly. Against El Poitin, he won first 2 rounds, but round 3 he completely stopped. He was super slow round 3. Round 4 he guessed out, totally guessed out. Cardio, man, cardio. They both lost. My second mom is in the chat. Hill. Hill is on a very cold skid. He hurt his Achilles tendon after winning the title, and everything went downfall after that injury. He started losing fight after fight. He's not the same person he used to be. But I understand him. It's very difficult to recover from that kind of an injury. It can be very difficult mentally, psychologically, physically. Yeah. His nose. Sorry about that. Where is the placement of the injury? Achilles tendon. Hard to say. He gets popped again and it gets broken. Hard to say. That is very hard to say. I don't know. Only one Fari. I really don't know. Hard to say. If you say you must pick something, I would say under, but it's hard to say. I assume Hill is going to participate in a technical fight. On the other side, Rountree will be looking for a knockout. Yeah, ML was like very good. It was -125, which is pretty decent if you're asking me. -125 is really, really decent. -115 for me, pretty decent. Pretty decent. -125 for me. -115 is insanity, but insanity on the end of book is I do. Over 8.5, yes. Yes, yes, over, yes. Feel like that's crazy. There are many crazy tools with those bookies, I ain't gonna lie. Some things are totally crazy with these bookies, but some lines can be really, really crazy. I have to agree with that. I'm sorry because I don't stream too often. Like, sometimes I'm really tired after training sessions, after day at work. It can really be a pain in the ass. Just don't get me wrong. I like streaming, but sometimes it's really a pain in the ass when you come back after a heavy day at work. Minus 125 is the price. I'll take it. Over 8.5. Great value. Thanks, man. Over 8.5 also makes sense to me. Also, over 6.5 is fine. I know what is like how they give that over limit in boxing. Because at my bookie, if you go face to face, you can get any over or under limit. Just you have to go face to face, to the betting shop. It's possible in my state. I don't know how things work in other states. Anyways, I need to go now. I'm pretty tired because I had a really, really tough and challenging day at work. And tomorrow I'm covering UFC Baku, just to know. Camille's plus 140 for decision. That is excellent. Put a sprinkle on it, you never know. Also, tomorrow I'm covering UFC Baku, so I love you all and see ya tomorrow. Well, I'm working I'm a construction guy, so I'm working very difficult job, but it's fine. Life has never been easy. You must fight for your right. See ya. Yes, tomorrow, yes. No worries.